Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. In this video tutorial, I will show you how to perform web vulnerability scanning using Owasp Zap, right? Estimated maybe 1 to 2 hours because students need to write a report once they finish or completing the lab, right? So what is Owasp Zap, right? Owasp Zap is an open source tool that is used to perform penetration testing. The goal of the Owasp Zap is to allow easy penetration testing to find the vulnerabilities in web application, right? In this exercise, I set up two virtual machines. One is Kali as an attacker machine, right? Which has the IP address of 192.168.56.116/24, right? And my victim machine, which is metasploitable 2, is 192.168.56.103/24. So here I have Kali, right? This is my Kali. This is my net address 10.0.2.15, and for my host only network is in the 56 network 56.116. Okay, that's my Kali, right? And my metasploitable 2 is a host only adapter is 56.103, as you can see there, right? 56.103. Okay. So how do you set it up in the VirtualBox? Okay, here in the Kali, I set up, you go to the setting, and then in the network address translation, network address translation, net, right? You set up as a net and then as a host only adapter. For Metasploitable 2, I only set up as a host only adapter, right? Go to the setting. All right. So that is the basic setup. So after completion of the lab, student need to write a report, right? So I have a sample of a report here, right? So put your name, right? Put your name, date, and the lab name, which is Owasp Zap, okay? Table of contents, right? I'm gonna put table of content here, okay? Table of content, maybe here I just no color, right? Table of content. What are the requirements? Screenshot and lesson learned, right? So here on the requirement, we put Kali as an attacker machine, and the victim machine is metasploitable with this IP address, and we need to have a tool. We need to use a tool called Owasp Zap. Okay, that's the requirement, right? And then the screenshot, example of screenshot. So student will upload or attach 4 to 5 screenshot, okay, and a brief description, okay, of the screenshot. So as student do the lab exercise, please provide a brief description of it. Maybe 4 to 5 examples should be good, right? And the last one is lesson learned, right? Type 1 to 2 paragraph of lessons learned, right? One paragraph equal to 4 to 7 sentences. So make sure you give careful thought before give a careful thought before writing the lessons learned part of the lab. Okay, take some time, give some time and a careful thought. Okay, and careful thought before writing the lesson learned. All right, so now you are clear how to proceed with the lab, right? So without further ado, let me start with the lab. the first thing you need to do, you need to go to Kali, right? Where is my Kali? And then you need to run this one. Let me see. I need to create a new one again. Launch a new instances, right? Update and upgrade the Kali, right? If you have not updated your Kali Linux for a while, please run this one, sudo app update and sudo app upgrade. Okay, this may take some time, so be patient, right? Especially if you run this upgrade. Okay, and after that, after you run this update and upgrade using this command, right? Uh, on my Kali machine, I already did it, so I wouldn't do this again, right? In my Kali machine, I already rerun it, so I don't have to do that. Okay. After you finish completing the first step, go to the next one, which is install the Owasp Zap, right? Run this command sudo apt install zap proxy, right? I put you a reference here. Let me see. I give a reference here. Let me see. I'm gonna copy this. So the next thing is to install the Owasp Zap, because if you don't have the Owasp Zap, then uh, you're not able to run the program, right? Copy, and then I'm gonna paste this. Okay. Let me see. There we go. Owasp Zap. Owasp Zap download. Okay, I usually use this one. Okay, Zap proxy. No, I think I have my own thingy that I like to show it to you. Okay, well, you can use that site too, but I go to the one in here actually. I actually go to this one, right? I actually go to the one here from the Kali, right? You run this command. Uh, so this is how it looks like: sudo apt install zap proxy. Okay, sudo apt install zap proxy. Okay, if you finish installing the Owasp Zap, you can run this one. OS the zap space -h, then it show you the help file here, right? How to run, what is the argument and option on that things, what you can do with that, right? So this give you a good information on this. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to run the. So now let's run the OpenZap. So how you do that? I'm going to minimize this and click here and run the zap, right? Okay. So after installing the Owasp Zap, this is the next thing we do is to open the Owasp Zap. I'm using 2.12 version. All right, so I'm gonna make this bigger. Wait for a while. Okay. So do you want to persist the Zap session? No. Okay, we're gonna put no, and then we're gonna do a manual explore, right? Not the automated one. We're gonna do manual, and we need to do launch browser. Let me see if I can. And then we're gonna launch browser. Click this, launch browser. This will open the Firefox browser. Okay. The browser was not found. Notice that they already captured some of the packages. So I'm going to click here and then I'm gonna type this IP address 192.168.56 .103. Remember, this is the Metasploitable 2. I'm going to click this, enter, right? And as you notice that we have PHP myadmin, we have Mutilade, Dem vulnerability web, and web dev, right? So I'm going to minimize this and come back to here, right? So we are here. As you can see that we are using this. Oh my God, I cannot do it. All right, then that's fine. So the next thing that we need to do is to run the spider tools, right? How do we run the spider tools? I'm gonna click here, right? Let me see if I can minimize this one. View, minimize this, huh? Because it get cut off here. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can minimize this. And let me. Cannot see it. Well, I guess this one then. It get cut off. That's fine. So I'm gonna click here, right? Right click. I'm gonna include in the context, right? New context. I'm gonna put in the new context. Okay. So here is 56.103 and then click OK. Once you finish that, you will find that IP address in the context here. Okay. 192.168.56.103 as you can notice. All right. So after we put that, after we put the after we put 56.103 and then assign this in the context, now we're gonna do right click, right? We're gonna do right click and we're gonna do active scan, right? Not active scan, we're gonna do spider, right? We're gonna use this tool called spider. Let's click this one. We're gonna use spider. Okay, now we're gonna start the scan. This may take a while. Okay, so I'm gonna start running this. Okay, and I'm gonna pause the video, right? I'm gonna pause the video. So here is running. The screen allows you to launch the browser of your choice so you can explore your application while proxying through the Zap, right? So let me see. I'm going to pause this a little bit. Okay, so you don't have to wait. Click here to pause. Okay, so we are finally finished. As you can see that it's 100% now after running the spider of the Metasploitable 2. It takes a while because my computer is kind of old probably. So if you have a newer computer, maybe it's gonna do spider a little bit faster. It takes me 20 to 30 minutes. So if you have a faster computer, it may finish the scanning soon. Okay, as you can see here, we see the alert, right? We have all the alert. We have 24 25 alert, right? Full detail of any selected alert will be displayed here, right? So we can scroll it down here. These are alert, right? And let me see the red one. That is problem. You didn't see the red one. The red one is 0. Okay, the alert is 7. So the spider here, right, 100%, and here is the process, right? So what's the next step? So the next step, we need to add to the context, right? Right click in the IP address and add a new context, then press OK. Okay, so I'm gonna add 3 items here, right? Let me see. I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get this DVW, right? I'm gonna get this dev. Okay, right click. I'm gonna include in the context, new context, right? I'm gonna add this, click OK. DF, dem vulnerability website. No, not this one. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna get this one. Where is it? Well, I already put that, right, Dave? All right. Dave is fine. I'm gonna get this one. DVWA, dem vulnerability web, right? Right click. I'm gonna include context and new context, right? DVWA. I'm gonna click OK. So I'm gonna click OK. How many I have right now? So we have 2 so far, right? Let me see. Dev DWWA. So let me see if I can get another one. Multilade, right? I'm gonna get this one, multilade. Right click, include in context, new context. This is multilade. Click OK. And I wanna do last one, which is what is this? PHP. Where is PHP admin? Here we go. PHP admin, right? Right click and then include context, new context, and PHP admin. Okay, I'm gonna click all right. So now I already put this in the context, right? As you can see that step number 4 is add to the context, right? By right clicking and press OK. So far I add this one, DVWA, multilade, and PHP, right? So now I'm going to right click here and active scan, right? Well, before we do this, let's clean this up, right? Let's clean this up so it doesn't get. I'm gonna clean this. So basically we find a lot of vulnerabilities, right, in that machine because there's a vulnerability machine. So now I'm gonna do active scan on each of that. So I'm gonna delete this one first. Okay, and press delete. All right. Are you sure you want to delete the alert? Yes. I'm gonna delete that. Mhm. It takes a while also to delete because there are a lot of alerts, right? There are a lot of alerts. Mm. Okay, so now since this is already 19 minutes, I'm gonna continue this tutorial in the next video because I only limit my video tutorial usually up to 20 minutes. All right, thank you. See you in the next video. So here I'm deleting, so let's wait until it completed, right? They are still working on this, right? As you notice that the usage CPU is very high. I like that. With the new Kali, it show you how busy is your CPU, which is I like this. Okay. All right. See you in the next video.